Hello, and welcome back to the 27th episode of the Dlsone podcast. I'm Adam Vetzer, or the Rubik's Cubed.
I'm Daniel Goodman, or DG Cubes.
I'm Daniel Karnock, or Derpy Cuber.
And today we have a very special guest. We have Dylan, or Perm on YouTube.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right, so let's get right into it. I posted an Instagram post about this, and so you guys have a bunch of questions. So as per usual, we're going to get right into it with the Q&A. Take it away, DG.
All right. First question comes from hoodie_emp, who says mains for 2 through 5. So pretty simple question. I guess Perm, you want to answer that?
All right, sure. 2x2 Cosmic Wapo M.
Okay.
3x3. I'm using the MF3RS 2M. I hate saying that. Yeah. And then 4x4 is Wu Chui M. 5x5 is Wu Shuang. Pretty standard.
We had this idea about that the MF3RS 2M, right? It's like a mouthful, like you said. So we were joking that like the creators of that like name, they just said, "Oh, what should we name our cube?" and then slammed their head against the keyboard and then just like took that name and like
That's perfect.
All right, let's use it.
Yeah, what does it actually stand for?
Well, the MF is like Mofang Jiaoshi, right? Because that's like
Okay.
the brands. The 3 is just
Dude.
3x3.
Okay.
Dude, soon,
has
like,
no idea.
soon, like, the names of 3x3s will just have every single character on a keyboard in all caps. And they'll just
Dude,
be
yeah,
like,
I'm finding myself saying SM as well. So I'm like, people
Yeah.
are like SM or MF3RS2M.
Yeah.
oh my god.
I have to like think about names now. Like I have to think, is it 2M or M2? Like every time I say TS, like, and the fact that I have to think about it means that it's too long, man.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, I think someone told me the RS has to do with cars, just like the GTS. Like it doesn't really stand for anything. I don't know
think
about
you're
cars
right
though, so
about
is there
that.
something like that?
I have no
I think
idea.
it's like, you know how it's like iPhone then iPhone S? It's like just means like the next version or whatever. I'm sure the S in iPhone may stand for something, but generally it just means like the upgraded version. So I think what they did is they had an MF3R, and then they made an updated version called the MF3RS.
Did they have an R?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah,
But
I
then
don't
also,
I'm pretty sure there's an MF3R.
but then they had a second version
MF3R.
of that, and they made it magnetic.
Yes. So they have MF3RS 2M.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah.
It's a headache.
Yeah, like you have an upgraded version and then you put an S, a 2 in front of it.
Yeah.
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 Like
I can't wait for their next installment.
MF3RS V2MB, because boron.
Is that a thing? B for boron?
I don't
No,
think so, but it should.
but
I feel like it should.
I would love it if it was.
What if there were 2 plastics so you could have an OPMF3RS2M?
No.
Or you can have an or like a DC Diane coded.
Ooh, OPDCMF3RS2M.
DC MF3RS2M. So does anybody else want to share? I mean, I don't really want to share like 2 through 5.
My mains are on my website, and also they're boring.
Yeah.
So
Wait, how about we do it in the most efficient and least appealing way possible, and all do it at the same time.
I love it. I love it.
Okay,
Ready?
all right.
3, 2, 1, go. So for
For
2
2
by
by
2,
2,
I really
I
know.
use the,
For 3
Cooper's
by 3,
Code,
I use
Mohan
GTS,
Chelsea,
Wayland
2M,
GTS,
and I use the
4x4,
Duke
Wu
Rocket
Shuang,
Maglev,
and
OUN,
5x5,
GTS,
I have
3x5,
use
and
a
the
magnetic
Rocket
Wu
Fusion
Shuang,
for 4x4,
and,
and
the 3x3 option
Wu
is
Shuang
Square
for
one,
5x5.
you know, you got the volt. And
It's not 2 through 5, buddy.
it's 2 through 5, man.
Yeah.
And square one.
Yeah, square one has 3 layers, so it's 3.
All right.
Good question. All right, moving
All right,
on.
Maddox Mayo 357. Dylan, should I learn full OLL as soon as I finish PLO, or should I work on F2L, or both?
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure I caught that question.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, I can think
it's
about
like
it for a second.
It's
but,
like a 3-option
I think-
question, like OL, F2L, or both.
I feel like I get this question a lot, and it really depends on what level you are at F12. Because I never get that detail. Like, are you going to learn F12, or are you going to like get efficient at F12? So like if you're just gonna learn it, then learn that, I guess. Before full PLL, and then if you're like kind of decent at it, like fundamentally, like you can insert into back slots and you don't take way too many moves, than PLL.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, a lot of, people really don't give enough information on how advanced they are with F2L. But, like, I don't know, the way I see it, F2L is something you should always be working on. Like,
Yeah.
Nobody's hit full optimization for, like, I don't think F2L is ever going to get really close to full optimization. Like, that's something, like, people can just keep improving for a very long time.
Multi-slotting, really.
Probably.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Unlike
like,
OLL and PLL, where you just do OLL, PLL attacks and practice, like,
Yeah.
your finger tricks and your Alex.
Yeah.
So.
But there's something else where it's like, some people, I understand it because I'm like really impatient too. When I'm learning an Alex set, I try to learn the whole thing at once. And so if you tell someone to like learn one PLL a day, sometimes they're not going to be okay with that, and they'll just try to learn it all at once. So like, I think ideally you should just like keep working on F2L, but like learn a few PLLs in an efficient way. But then like, I remember I was trying to learn like 10 a day, and then I'd forget them all.
No, I've definitely done that before with stuff. It's hard to learn a lot at once.
But you want to. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
You want to just get it over with and learn all the cool Alex, but nope.
Yeah.
Takes
I've
time.
had so many times where I've told myself, I'm going to learn one ZBLL every day. And then I do that for one day.
I remember,
Wishful thinking.
I forget who it was, but like I'm pretty sure there was someone who was like, I have a lot of time in the future, and I'm going to commit it to like learning one ZBL a day, one like last layer a day, one, I don't know, like this, that, and I'm like, dude, I do not know if this is going to go through in a year. And they were committing like an entire year to like alg learning, and I was like, dude, good luck.
Yeah. Like, just look at how successful people are with New Year's resolutions. Like, it never happens. Like, same thing with deciding to learn an Alex set.
I'd say in general that's not a good approach.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe for different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're really dedicated to it.
Sure. Maybe. All right. Next question, Derpy.
All right. For JPerm, why did you name yourself JPerm over any other PLO? This question was not worded correctly.
They said,
There's
why
an
did you use name yourself, JPerm?
Yeah, that is an extra word.
No, okay, I actually do that all the time. I decide I'm going to rephrase it, but I don't delete enough words.
Yeah. No, that's very relatable.
I usually catch it, but like I'll reread it and I'll be like, wait, they're like I used two phrases there.
Sometimes it just sounds like I can't speak English, but I actually just I thought too much about what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, people always ask me this. It's JPerm because I just thought about my fastest and favorite PLLs. Okay, wait, the idea of PLLs. So I just wanted to have something cube related that wasn't like, okay, if I went with like XY cuber, that would be DW cuber, and that sounds terrible.
That sounds like it's from Arthur.
Arthur reference, yeah.
DW.
And then just have that as my channel picture, like DW.
Oh, that
That would be awesome.
Oh, that would be funny.
I would love that.
You should change it for like one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Next year,
On April Fool's.
Yeah.
Well, this
DW
April Fool's,
Cuber.
I didn't change my name, but for the intro it had like JP Cuber because JPerm.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny.
But so I wanted to come up with something like that, and I wanted to I wanted it to be unique, and I've seen some people do that ever since. Like I've seen some people do it before me as well. Like I think I saw something like corner twist. I feel like I've seen a few people with that, and then I haven't seen anyone with like PLL skip or stuff like that. I don't know if it sounds that great, but I just wanted something cube related, and you know, Uperm is, I can do it faster than JPerm, but it doesn't sound as nice as JPerm, so I just went with that.
Yeah, it's a good name.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
When you're thinking of names like that, usually it's best to think of something like short, punchy, and memorable.
Yeah. Something
And
really hard to
I think
forget.
that checks all the boxes. Like, it's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Like
I
a lot
regret
of-
my name just because it has the in it, and it's like, if you have a the in your name, it's too clunky. Like,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, what if you just went with cubed?
Ooh.
Huh.
That's nice, but also I feel unoriginal with that.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
That's
also JR
the
Cubers,
cubed-
Yeah, that's true.
the
JR Cooper
cubed
has that.
trend. The cube trend is like the next expo. There are so many names. There are only so many names you can go with like the cubing as a hobby. I think you did a good job choosing something that's like relatively new,
Yeah.
or like not a trend.
Yeah.
But like when I started, I don't know, man. Like, I wasn't thinking of that. Like, I just wanted to make videos, you know? So, like, that's the difference. And then you're stuck with it after a while.
Yeah.
Like, so... And the whole cubed trend is, like, the next XY cuber. It's, like, something cubed. Like, there are many, many, many something cubed.
I find it really cool how, like, in a lot of... Not even just in cubing, but I'm going to use cubing examples. But, like, a lot of popular channels in general don't have what they... Like, don't have the name of what they are in the YouTube channel. Like, obviously, I contradict that because I'm Derpy Cuber, but, like, Me, Myself, and Pi, which Red KB, the Mausha,
Side of the King. Side of the King.
Side of the King, that's, Side of the King, not JR Cuber, not Crazy Bad Cuber. Even though they're very,
that's
very
a really
popular.
good point. Like, many of the good usernames, you don't put what you don't have to. There's no need to put like what you are in the channel.
Sometimes it's
Like,
even a
that's what
smarter
people will
move
see
to
the
do
first
that.
time they click.
Yeah.
I
just thought of that. I just thought of this.
Yeah.
Would you guys think that it would be good if I tried to do a rebrand where I just went with TRC?
Huh. That'd be
I
interesting.
feel like well, maybe not an acronym because like people will be like, oh wait, TRC, what does that stand for? You know, like
It still connects me to the Rubik's Cube thing because like I don't want to drop the Rubik's Cube thing. That's
Right.
like a big no-no. What if like Apple decided like we're not gonna use Apple. Like now we're like
Now
New
we're Banana.
Technologies Corporation or whatever or something like that. Yeah, you can't like just
I
get
feel
rid
like
of the
it
whole
would work
brand.
better for
but-
TPC. Because, like, she already uses that, you know?
I would just make your channel TPC.
Yeah, no. You're TPC
No,
now.
TPC does use it. I've used TRC in the past, just like as shorthand, but like not often.
Yeah.
And the other issue is that T and C, most cubing name acronyms start with a T and end with a C.
maybe you should do like
TPC,
Adam.
TRC.
Maybe you should do like Adam Rubik's Cubed. I don't know.
That's actually my speed solving forums username.
Oh really?
Adam
Oh,
Rubik's
is-
Cubed.
Can I guess your password too? Considering my luck.
I would ask that you don't do that.
Password
I don't know.
123.
Maybe I'll try a rebrand in the future, but I don't know. I like my logo too, but
Yeah.
like sometimes
Wait,
I'm like,
you're, the only word in your logo, or the only letters, are just the. You should just make your name the.
yeah. The graphic designer who made that for me, Bolt Sabi, I don't know if he posts anymore, but he did an absolutely fantastic job. The intention originally was to make it like an exponent, like cubed. So it was supposed to be the, and then a 3x3, and then cubed. But like that just has no symmetry. I went through a bunch of designs with him. None of them have any like sort of symmetry. It just wasn't working.
Yeah.
So instead he came up with the idea of putting the 3 in the center of the cube, and I liked that. And I like my logo, but sometimes I think the's too small, like there's too much going on. It's an acorn. Like
Oh, is that what it is?
No. No, and that's a reference to a comment that I received. Somebody said acorn logo in one of my comments. And to be honest, that hurt my feelings, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Acorn.
I feel like there are often like comments that are totally supposed to be jokes, but then you think about it and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. And like just look at like Dylan's channel. Like you got the perfect name and you got the perfect avatar too. Like that's like,
that's
it's
the thing.
simple, it's memorable.
Your username automatically created that avatar, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
I just
simple
want to
and
say
good.
something about that avatar. Okay, besides people always asking me why it's a T-perm,
Okay.
like no, it's a J-perm. Thank you for asking. But
Try again next time.
so when I made my channel, I just searched J-perm on Google Images, and then obviously the first thing I thought of was like the J-perm with the arrows, but I thought that was a bit too clunky, and also I don't know, I just didn't like it. So I ended up when I found the 2x2 image, I was like, why is this J-perm? Oh, that's why. And then I realized like that's probably a pretty good idea. And then checking where it's from, turns out it's from Chris Olsen's website. So I just like stole his image.
But like I feel like a good twist on that for like another April Fools would be like posting like the longest like EG case and be like EG2 for number 47 Or like TCLL
Oh, it just rolls off the tongue. What a
32.
beautiful username.
Then post like what looks like a scrambled 2x2 basically. Like a completely scrambled, like, yeah.
That'd be pretty funny.
Or like some new Alex set that's like TCLL but on the, like a twist on the top and the bottom, and then and then use that as like the April Fool's moment to tell everyone about my new Alex set.
I think that'd be called TCBL.
That'd be great.
TCBL. Twisted corner, both layer.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's pretty funny. All right, I guess we'll move on to the next question. Comes from Alyssa.Bernardo7, who says, "How fast do you have to be considered a speed cuber?" So this is definitely an opinion-based question, but I guess we'll go around.
I know the answer.
Adam, what's your answer?
There's a definitive answer. There's a definitive answer.
All right, nice.
Don't at me on this. Ready? One session. So what that means is you can consider yourself a speed cuber if you time yourself and solve it in one session. So if you do it in like 36 hours, then sure, you're a speed cuber if you want to be, but it has to be one session. That's my opinion.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Don't at me.
Yeah, I can agree.
That's
with
my
that.
next username. Don't at me, cuber.
Yeah, I think a speed cuber is not speed based at all. I think it just means that your goal is to be fast. Like you could be able to solve it in 30 seconds, but like never time yourself ever. And I don't know if you're really a speed cuber because that's like not really what you're going.
I feel
for,
like like you could
Fair
be
point.
like cubing for 3 days and you could average 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm like but like if you have the ambition to want to average under a minute, then you're a speed cuber. But if you're like a puzzle collector who's been cubing for a decade and can solve it in 20 seconds casually, like and like DG said, you don't really care about your times. It's like I wouldn't know if I'm a speed cuber.
Yeah. It's kind of like Nathan Wilson. Like he doesn't consider himself a speed cuber.
Yeah.
Because he's a modder first and foremost, right? But like he can solve a Rubik's cube in like a reasonable amount of time, like faster than some speed cubers. But I don't think of him as a speed cuber because that's not like his goal.
I like it.
Yeah, I just want to kind of add to that. I agree with that. I just think it's mostly about what you consider yourself. Like, like for example, I know how to play chess, and I could probably beat some people who just are starting to play chess, but I wouldn't say I'm a chess player, right? Because I just don't play it.
Right.
But like I know things about it. So if someone were like not as good as me, but they were trying to be good, then that would make them a chess player. So yeah, same thing with speed cubing. If you're just trying to be fast, it doesn't really matter how fast, as long as you know how to solve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's a good perspective. I have an example as well. I used to buy a lot of. I still do. In the past, I just bought a lot of sneakers because I like sneakers, but I didn't consider myself a sneakerhead. Well, now I do, but in the past, it was just like I just had a lot of sneakers. And my goal was never to be like a collector or get like the newest stuff or whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That changed, but
Actually, sneakers go on your feet, not your head. Yeah.
that's a fair point.
So, I'm sorry, Adam. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, at what point did you consider yourself a sneakerhead? Like, what changed?
When I realized I was going after newer stuff that's a good question. When I started becoming aware of the community and new releases and wanting new things and stuff like that, and like actively going after sneakers that like were popular or like I liked specifically, stuff like that. And when I looked in my closet and there were 10 sneaker boxes.
Yeah, yeah, that's like the point you brought up, Dylan, is like kind of like something my friend was telling me about a while ago. I forget if I mentioned this on the podcast. If I did, people can stop me. But he was saying, like, because he can solve a Rubik's Cube because I taught him. And he was saying, like, he doesn't consider himself a cuber even though he can solve one. And I thought that was interesting because I always considered somebody a cuber if they could solve a Rubik's Cube. But he said it's like, he takes a physics class, but he doesn't consider himself a physicist,
Yeah.
Like,
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Which,
Well,
it made me question it a little bit.
That's different. That's not... I wouldn't think that's the greatest comparison, because an academic subject is something you can, make a really good living in if you're a physicist or a mathematician or a professor in those subjects.
Right.
Like, you can't be a cubist professor,
Why not?
You can't,
Yeah, wait, you totally could be.
You know what?
I disagree.
You know what?
The
Prove me
future is
wrong.
now, old man.
I'm gonna be a cubist professor, Derpy.
I'm gonna be a super cubathon.
You're gonna be a cubathon?
Of course. I'm making new terms on the spot.
Wouldn't a cubathon be some events where you solve a lot?
Yeah, that's...
A cubathon is a relay, obviously.
Okay.
I just want to mention real quick, did we have anything else to that question?
I didn't.
Or that subject?
I'm good.
Okay. I realized that in the beginning, I didn't mention that Allison and Ava are not here, so I wanted to mention that real quick. Ava couldn't make it, unfortunately. As you can tell from the previous episodes, it's hard to coordinate with all 5 hosts, so inevitably we have one person going out. But I have confirmed that she will be on the next one. I know she hasn't been on in 3+ episodes, so we're trying to get her on.
Wait.
Allison was going to be on, but fell ill recently, so hope she recovers.
Yeah.
But hopefully by the time this is posted, she's better.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, so are you trying to tell me that Ava and Allison have not been in this podcast the whole time?
Yeah,
I realize people haven't noticed
everyone,
that. I'm just saying I wanted to mention it because,
if you hadn't just told everyone, I don't think they would have found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would have just thought Ava was just completely silent, and they would have thought that Allison was just busy doing homework.
That's true.
It's
Both
kind of
things that
believable.
have happened in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we put that in the description, some people would believe it.
If you put anything in the description, some people will believe it.
That's true. That's true. That's too general a statement, but still.
Yeah. All right. Next question, Adam.
Okay, for Cubography channel.
Cubography.
Cubiography.
Yeah.
Cubography
Okay.
channel. My suggestion is to drop the channel. Cubography is cool.
I agree.
Cubiography is cool.
What's
If you didn't have channel, I would nominate you for username Hall of Fame.
Oh.
No, I still nominate him. I still
Wow.
nominate him.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, Cubography is a name?
Yeah.
His username is Cubography channel.
I thought this was a question asking something like, should I make a Cubography channel?
No, I was just naming his username. But I think that's Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah.
I think that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Good job, Cubography channel. All right. For Perm and host, do you think learning different 3x3 methods have benefits to your skill and other methods in 3x3? For example, I know Perm used Rue for a while. Did you see any obvious benefits after switching back to CFOP? By benefits, I mean seeing any positive change in your solving style or times. Excellent question.
Well, there were 2 things that definitely helped a lot. The very first thing that happened was I was trying to insert things while ignoring the M slice, and then I would mess up my cross. But after I got used to not doing that anymore, then what immediately happened is any OLL, I could recognize the OLL and the corner permutation at the same time. And that's just because of CMLL, because I already knew how to recognize OLL, and I knew how to recognize CMLL as well. So I thought that was pretty cool, because after a while, without having to really think about it, I just got used to which patterns give me diagonal PLLs and which patterns give me adjacent or solved corner PLLs. And then the other thing is, I used to use this really stupid finger trick for the H-perm because I couldn't do M2, but then I learned how to double flag for Rue, and then I was able to do it.
Oh, that's cool.
How do you do it?
How did I used to do it?
Both how do you used to do it and how you do it
well, now I use ring finger, then middle finger, like a normal M2. And then, is that not how you do it?
No, I'm happy because I never met anybody else who does it like that. I'm completely serious. I do ring middle, and everybody does ring, right?
No.
No.
What?
What are you?
No. I'm confused. I'm sorry. You're talking about the same hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, ring
I do
in
alternate
different hands? Oh.
I use
You
different
do
hands.
Yeah.
You do all what?
No,
Yeah.
that's actually fine. So, can you guys think about the dot OLL that has all the corners oriented?
Yeah.
That one
Yeah.
has an M2 in it, and that's how I do it for that one because I don't feel like my hand can grip it properly if I don't do it that way.
Oh, really?
I do a really weird alc for that case.
Oh, okay.
I use one with S moves. It's my only OLL with S moves.
Huh.
S moves.
Wait, is the algorithm any
Yeah.
good?
Wait. It's if we count one slice move as one move instead of two. Hold on, I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No
9 moves,
cubing.
so. Sorry.
No cubing. You are banned. Perma banned.
Okay, yeah. I think the
Yeah.
standard. I just tried to imagine the standard. I think it's 10. Yeah, it's 10. Yeah. Okay.
Well, now I want to fix it. I scrambled it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the way I used to do M2 was, wait, I have to pick up a cube. R prime, and then wide R M prime.
Ooh. Wait.
Whoa.
It's hard to imagine, but you have to try it. So
Wait, I'm
R
gonna try
prime, wide R, M prime.
Oh, that's
Oh,
weird.
for an M2. Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, wait, that's crazy.
That is.
I
that
don't
kinda
remember where
works,
I learned
actually.
it. It was some really old video.
That's interesting. That
Oh.
kind of works though.
Yeah, because
Speaking
that's
of which,
before I learned double flicks at all.
Yeah.
I learned how to do M2's OH with table abuse, and now my H perms are super fast OH, and I'm really happy with it.
That's good.
It's like, I think it's a really cool skill to learn.
I just
Only for
realized
H perms.
I do ring alternating. That's what I do.
What?
I said a middle.
I've
Yeah.
never seen anybody like that. That's so crazy.
Wait, okay. Actually, I don't. Based on what I can think of right now, I don't agree with that for H perm because you can't double flick U2.
Yeah, I don't double flick you two.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of bad.
Speed cubing doesn't matter to me also, but
Wait, you're not a speed
So-
cuber then? Got him.
well, it's just what I'm most
uh.
comfortable with, and if I really wanted to, maybe I could reprogram myself. But it's like it's pretty deep right now. Like
Yeah,
embedded
H
in
perm's
me,
pretty
so,
rare. It's like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
That's true.
I don't know. I was always comfortable with alternating ring, and I never understood how somebody could do it with like one hand. Like, I don't get that. Like my hand always gets in the way. I don't
You know,
know.
while we're on the topic of finger tricks, I'm trying to, like, speaking of reprogramming, like, I'm actually, since I'm not really gonna, well, actually I have comps coming up, but I want to take the time to reprogram the way I do D2s, and Patrick recommended that I do them with my pinky and then ring instead of ring middle, which is very weird because never in my entire life have I used my pinky for a two-handed solve. It was like completely not used in any of my solves at all. And
I don't-
this, like, he says that it's very uncomfortable for the first 2 months or very long time.
2 months.
And I mean that's what he said when he switched. But like once you can do it properly, it feels like a dream apparently.
Yeah. Do you know if he uses ring pinky or pinky ring?
Pinky ring, I think.
Okay. I feel like most people do that. There was just a poll recently, actually, and I think it was more even of a split than I thought. But turns out there's a lot of people using ring pinky, and that's what I do as well.
That just seems so.
Wait, that
not,
seems really hard.
It seems
Yeah.
really hard, yeah, but it was more comfortable for me because it's not like OH, so there's no time where you would pick that up as a skill by accident. Like it's just something you have to learn anew. And the reason I used that was because it felt more natural for me at first because you already do D with your ring finger, so you just like add the pinky thing at the end.
Yeah.
I see where that
Also,
comes
you
from. Okay.
you do everything lefty too, right? So you do that with your left
Yeah,
hand.
but no, with my
Or-
well, you guys do D2 with your left hand, and so do I because I
Wait.
do A perms mirrored.
D2. I feel like I would do D2 with my right hand.
I mean for like an A perm.
Oh wait, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, for my lefty thing going on. It's like everything's lefty except for A perms and E perms, which are normal. Because I don't know. Have you guys seen like I talk about it like every once in a while why I do that, and so it's like I don't know, if you just grab your cube right now and you do an A perm, look at where your hands are positioned, and your right hand is like in the home spot, like on the front, and your left hand is on the bottom, and that's unnatural because normally it's your left hand that stays on the home and your right hand moves around.
Yeah.
So if you just mirror the A perms and E perms, then you only regrip your right hand, and you never really regrip your left hand for any algorithm at all.
Huh.
Interesting.
That's interesting. I actually do generally use lefty A-perms, so that's like the one lefty thing I do. But yeah, no, like a lot of people don't do that, but I kind of adopted it more recently because I feel like I'm faster with it.
Again, I'm the odd man out, but just because I'm a bad speed cuber, I don't even double flick D's at all. Like I just do ring
at all.
But
well, okay,
but
I would.
But
yeah, continue.
I was trying it just now, and the pinky ring seems like it's good. Actually, that's the most natural. Like ring middle doesn't seem natural to me.
You have to regrip for ring middle. Well, like for an A perm. I don't know about other times.
I hate A perms.
Yeah, same.
I hate A perms.
Maybe that's because you don't double flick.
Maybe.
Oh.
No, but if you gave me a cube, pointed a gun at me, and said, "Do an A perm," I would die. Because I can only do it based on muscle memory in a solve. If you say just like, "Oh, do you remember in nationals, DG?
Yeah.
Where like I just forgot how to do a J perm? You're just like, do a J perm,"
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, I don't know how to do it. Yeah,
Dude.
awful. Of my
Oh,
Alex.
dude, do you remember that time we were doing?
all of my 2x2 Alex last week
That's not good.
Oh, that's bad.
because I didn't do an official solve since Worlds.
Oh
Not
man.
good.
Yeah, no, Adam.
Yeah.
I remember the time that we were doing that team blind solve at the meetup, and like I just told you to do a G perm, and I didn't want to describe which one, and you just like didn't even do a PLL. Like we ended up back on F2L.
I know. Yeah, because you can't trust me to do a PL. If you just gave me a solved cube and said, do as many PLLs as you can, I just like weeks ago learned how to do U-perms on a normal cube. Like I could not do U-perms if you just handed me a cube before. I would have to do it muscle memory and fast, right? I learned them in order to do them for OH because I used the crappiest OH U-perm Alex before. I did like an F2L. I took out an F2L pair, took out another F2L pair, and then reinserted them.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And it took around 10 seconds.
Oh, that's not good.
I was like, I need to get better at OH, so I just learned my U-perms. So now I can do U-perms normally. I can do TY, I can do HZ.
You're a
And then I'd
super
be able to do a JB, and like that's it.
That's really interesting because for me, my entire cubing like life, I've very rare like there are only a very small amount of Alex. Sorry, that wasn't a sentence. There are a very small amount of Alex that I know that I really have to rely on muscle memory instead of looking at the cube. And I know one of those is this one 5x5 last two edge one, and I feel like the reason that's one of them is because it's one of those Alex where you really can't see what's going on. Like it's one of those parody ones where like it's like what even are you doing? Like it's hard to, but all of my 3x3 Alex or all the ones that I can think of like off the top of my head, like even like ZBLs or some one like last layers, like I'm a very visual thinker, so I see what's happening, or I remember what I do to make the cube look like what it does midway solving or something like that.
Yeah, that's the only reason that I was ever like any good at feet solving, because I can like transfer all my Alex very easily to like OH or feet or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like the only one that I still really can't do is the Colin Burns 525 OLL. I can only do that like if it shows up in a solve. I can very rarely do it on command.
I always forget that OLL.
Yeah.
Oh, I can never do square one adjacent parity slowly or like one-handed or something like that. Like I have to do it fast, which is weird because that's my best event.
Probably just because of a lack of practice and caring, but like I mostly rely on muscle memory. Maybe just because like I've always been in a state of like being slower than my friends who are cubing, like throughout my whole cubing career. So I've always felt this way, that I rushed myself to learn new things, and like that doesn't help my progress. I always say this on the podcast, but I feel like I would be faster now if I spent more time getting better at beginners.
Wait,
like,
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
For whether or not you can visualize things when you go to like OH or feet, I feel like I had trouble, like a lot of trouble, turning two-handed Alex into one hand, but then now I feel like I can do it for like any Alex that I learn, and the reason is because ever since I made the YouTube channel, I had to like write out all my Alex, and the thing is I can't just copy paste it from somewhere because I like either they were lefty or like I'd have to like mirror it just to be able to write it down or something like that. So there was always some reason why I would have to write down my Alex, and then I'd have to think about it. So then at first it was really hard, but now I can like I can like regularly type out Alex.
Oh, that's cool. Huh.
That's very cool. And I don't doubt that I would be able to do. I would definitely be able to do that if I just put in the effort. Like it's just a matter of like, you know, transcribing them, focusing on what's moving where, and like I could definitely learn them. It's just I don't need to. There's no reason for me to do that. So like I don't, and it hurts me still today, but like not in any way that's like catastrophic. Like I would say I mess up PLL on 4 and 5 about 20% of the time, which is really bad.
Ooh.
I would say around 20% of the time, just because it's a muscle memory Alex that I mess up because it's not a 3x3.
Huh.
Oh, there's something I thought about once. It's like F2L safe PLL Alex or OLL Alex, where like you don't mess up too much, so at any point you can kind of restore it. That it's like totally impractical because obviously you just don't mess up, but I just thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. There are some Alex definitely like that for OLL and PLL. Like, I mean, if you look at really basic OLLs like F sexy F prime or something like that, like you can kind of always figure out what you did wrong. But
yeah, or like T perm or Y perm, like halfway through F2L is done.
Yeah, that's true. Those are like pretty understandable, like Alex. Easy to see what's happening.
Yeah, I feel like if you did a Y perm, if you did half of a Y perm in the morning and then went to school or work and then came back home and then finished the Y, you could finish the Y perm. But if it's
definitely.
But if it's like 4x4 OLO parity, it's like where did I leave off?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So I feel like everybody's gonna roast the hell out of me in the comment section. So just because I'm such a bad speed cuber, like they're gonna be like, "How you sub 20? You're garbage." I just like forced my way to sub 20 unnaturally.
Brute force sub 20.
Yeah, brute force sub 20. Anyway, and that is what Dylan learned from Rue. So.
Hey, we were still on the topic of like Alex and stuff. So
yeah,
we
that wasn't our worst tangent.
Yeah, that wasn't our worst tangent.
That's a good thing though. Like that's a good thing to mention. Like learning new things could help you with like alg developments and understanding and stuff. Yeah. So next question, DG, you want to take it?
All right. Henry.C.Crawford asks, for JPerm, are you surprised you have grown so fast? I assume they're talking about YouTube and not like
height.
Yeah,
when I first thought that, I was like, wait, how does he know Dylan's height?
Yeah, I haven't grown in a couple of years. Next question. No, I was really surprised because the day I remember I was getting 2 subs per day until I got 100, and then I woke up the day of 100. I think I have a video on this, and I had like 160, and I was like, wait, where did that come from? So I wasn't in like the Facebook group Cubics Friends, so I didn't realize like that was a thing, and apparently Patrick posted one of my videos, like I think it's the F12 one because he thought it was good, and then after that I just went really fast.
Yeah, you've been growing like crazy on YouTube. Like it's really insane. What are you up to now? Like 46K or what?
I think I just hit 48 today.
Oh wow, that's insane. Yeah,
50 coming soon.
Well,
real deal.
Well, like I'm sure you guys would actually have more than me because like you guys have probably just been growing slower because you haven't uploaded as much. Well, I know DG's still. I don't know. Was there a time where you weren't uploading?
I've always been pretty consistent. Like, I've never gone more than 3 weeks without an upload. But,
okay. Yeah, because I was doing like once every 3 days because I was really into it.
Yeah. That was me. That's like me over the summer. But like, you know, when it's during school with like, you know, everything going on with like college and homework and everything, like it's a lot. So recently I've been slowing down a bit, but
YouTube has always taken a backseat to everything else in my life. And like, I've always done it for me, just because it's something I wanted to do ever since I created the channel with like a friend in 7th grade, because I wanted to like share cubing with somebody or something. And I never expected to get anywhere close to 10 or 12K. But the reason that I'm not bigger is because I just have the worst habits. I promise stuff and don't do it. I rarely upload. Like, if I was a business and I was doing this to make money, or even like with the intent of growing at all, I would be like bankrupt, like as a business.
Well,
like
the way I say,
I feel like it's really different when you make that comparison, because if you're trying to run a business, you're running a business to live, to make a living. So if we were all YouTubers that were trying, and this was our only thing that we were doing, like we were making it, we're trying to live off the money, we would definitely try a lot harder to, crank out videos that were 10 minutes long.
Yeah, I wasn't talking
day.
about like YouTube making videos, like content creation as a job. I was talking about generally when you create a business,
as a hobby.
Like, you've got to have a concrete plan that you stick to, or else you're gonna go bankrupt. The point was, like, it doesn't matter for me because I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
Like I record and like upload stuff because I want to get out some creative juices or something.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
So.
I wish I could
I don't know. That's just how I feel.
I do wish I could be more reliable with like how often I upload, because during the school year a lot of times I go 2 weeks without an upload, and that's not like that much, but still, like, it's very different from over the summer when I've in the past I've been able to do like once every 3 or 4 days, and like it's just kind of frustrating for me because I do like, it's always something that I'm considering doing. It's like, should I be doing my homework now or should I be working on this video, and it's just hard to decide. But
you're like the kid who gets a 95 and complains he didn't get 100 to me right now. And I know it's all relative, but my issue is I've always been an idea man and not a go-getter. So that's why I upload every 3 or 4 months, because I have big ideas that always fail and I never go and do small stuff. So maybe one of those big ideas will pay off one day. Who knows?
Yeah, I found it was easier to stay focused on one idea and just try to get it done before thinking about other ones. Like, sometimes I'll record 2 videos at once and then neither of them ever get out.
Yeah, that's something a lot of viewers don't realize. Like, and I realized this at first, like even before I noticed it myself in my own channel, on the CGP Grey video. Like, he was doing like his 1 million subscriber Q&A, and he was like, yeah, guy, like over half of my scripts in my videos don't make it out there. And I was like, And then I looked at myself and I was like, yeah, the same thing with my ideas. Like, it just, and your approach, Dylan, is like so much smarter. Like,
no, I think you misunderstood me. That's not my approach. That's my ideal approach that I have such a hard time following. I'm just like all of you. I just accept. I've also realized that, but I can't do it. It's just too hard. I don't think anyone can really do that.
I think you're right. Nobody can do that, but like it's a lot of people's goal. I think some people have succeeded in doing that. Like, if you look at like very successful YouTubers, like, I'm gonna put this out there. Nobody get mad. If you look at like reaction channel videos, like they have one goal and they just stick to it, right?
They just
be
watch
successful.
Videos.
So, that is the smart approach if you want to grow.
Right.
However, any of us as like creative people may get salty. As actual creative people, may want to we would go insane because we want to do new things and like do creative things, and like you can't just focus on one thing. It's impossible.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I never want my channel to just be like just reviews or like even like just comedy videos or something like that, because I would get bored of it. Like, I like to have a variety, and every once in a while I like to throw in something completely new. Like, you know, when I did the Cube Depot rap, that was just like out of nowhere, you know. But it was.
I actually loved that.
Thanks. But yeah, like it kind of came out of nowhere, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go for it, see what people think, and like it went over well. So like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just like to try new things every once in a while.
It went over well because you're good at everything, man.
That is not true.
Singing.
All you know is true.
I'm not.
I'll cut this out if we need to, Prince Boy.
I feel like I'm kind of jealous of Dylan in terms of where my channel is in terms of like category, because like you're very like educational and tutorial based. Like, is that safe to say?
Yeah. Well,
okay. So and
yeah.
What?
I'll add something. I'll add something later. Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, and like, you know, no one really knows me for my one, you know, super simple last layer tutorial in 2013. Everyone knows me for that one guy who makes funny sounds and sometimes burps or something. I don't know what they mean. but like,
I feel like that might be more of your older videos, because now you're just someone who's like really freaking good at cubing.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like it's a combination.
It's like one event, but
yeah. I feel like it's a combination of being really good and also at the same time being like having a really good character, you know, like you kind of have two sides to your channel, which I think is interesting.
Huh? I never thought of it that way. It's like there are a lot of kids, like, you know, sometimes kids come up to me and, you know, they don't literally say it, but like what they're trying to get me to do is make them laugh, or like they want me to say something funny, and I'm like, I'm sorry, when I'm making videos, it's, you know, I'm not put on the spot. I can think out my jokes, or I can think out, but like, you know, like if I went a different route, I wouldn't have to, you know, be put on the spot like that. But you know, but I think that I could also be proven wrong in the sense that you could be put on the spot where people are like, hey, analyze my solves right now at a comp or something like that. And tell me what I'm doing wrong.
That's a lot easier than make me laugh. like if you just have to watch someone solve and give them like one tip, that's way easier than like make me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I never really considered that, but like you're right that like you got to consider what kind of box you're putting yourself into by like sticking to one type of content.
Yeah.
And that could be like have unintended consequences.
Yeah.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, I think it's okay to just make whatever you want as long as it still fits like kind of within the same category. Because I remember the first time I was making reviews, that I hadn't made a review for like the first many months, and then I all of a sudden made a review, and I thought people were gonna like not like it, but I definitely got fewer views than usual, and I was like, okay, that's kind of okay. I'm gonna like build my audience of people who like watching reviews as well. But I just thought that it's okay to like start doing other things as well, as like your audience is going to like it, and there's going to be like more people who come if you consistently make different types of content as well, as long as it's like all the same category.
Right. Yeah, I think people don't watch a YouTube video because, you know, or people don't watch a YouTube channel because they really like, one specific video. Generally, it's because they really like the person, you know? So, like, I feel like if I saw a YouTuber who I really liked and they made some completely different type of video, I would still want to watch it anyway because, you know, I'm like I get their personality and I'm interested, you know? So,
yeah, there are like certain YouTubers that you probably watch every single video from them, right?
Yeah, definitely. But
like the moment you see it, you get a notification, you just click. You don't even care what it is. And then there's some people you're like, I'll need to think about that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of YouTubers like that. More and more recently, I've found that like that's not the case for cubing YouTubers anymore for me. I don't know why, but for me, it's always been other YouTube has been so important for me in my life, just in general. Like, people have their things. Like, I've been on YouTube since I can't even remember what. Like,
yeah.
Like, I've always been on a computer watching YouTube videos.
I can't remember a time in my life where YouTube wasn't a big part of it. You know?
Yeah. Right.
Whether it was just me watching funny videos or something like that.
I've built up such a library of people that I like. I feel like, you know, things change over time. You drop channels, get new favorite ones, whatever. But like, I think I'm like so saturated with the number of really good channels that I have that like there are just no cubing channels at the moment that like get that instant click for me anymore.
Huh.
Which is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It might be partly because you are a cubing YouTuber.
That's true.
Yeah,
but
reviews kind of started getting boring to me once I started doing them, I think. I used to have like phases where I would just go on I would start binge watching like all of Cubix's reviews or like all of Crazy Bad Cubers reviews, like, you know, back in like 2013 or 2014 or whenever. Like I would do that for so long and I would love it. But then like, you know, then I kind of started making my own reviews and it was like, you know, this isn't really anything that special anymore. Like I can do this too. You know, and
you just gave me the most intense flashback. my I now remember the craziest cubing binge watch I ever went on was when I discovered To Cube Dude, and I just loved his unboxing so much, and he had like 50-ish out at the time. And I just watched all of them through, like in like one sitting.
Yeah.
So it's like I've been at that point before, but like Dylan, you may be right. Like that was before like I got any sort of popularity from my own channel, so maybe that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I never really thought of that, DG. What you said, like if we were all non-YouTubers, like we were, you know, maybe we were just as active on YouTube, but we were purely viewers and.
Yeah.
We didn't make any content. Like I'm pretty sure we would all think very differently because we like a lot of we all know what behind the scenes looks like, whether it's a skit or an unboxing or a review. Because like you know, reviews, believe it or not, are not that fun to film. Like it doesn't matter how much you love the cube, you don't want to write a script. Like no one wants to do that. No one wants to like they'd rather do like an average of 100 on their favorite event, you know?
Wait,
at least I would
write scripts for your reviews?
I don't do reviews that much, so I don't even know.
Yeah, no, when I do reviews, I do write scripts, but I believe the last review I did was probably like a year ago.
Mine might have been even longer than that. I remember it was a GANS 357.
Whoa.
And no. I posted it a good year or two after the cube first came out.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter to me. Like people like think that you gotta post a review right when a cube comes out. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like you gotta have time to work with it.
Diane Lundhoy review.
I get it, but like, no, you know what I mean, Derpy. Don't roast me, man.
I'm just messing with you.
I feel like it needs time to like simmer, you know. Anyway, but like I caught like a lot of stuff from like most of the comments in that were like, this is old, and like I got discouraged by that. But I was trying a new style, and I really liked the new style, and I always meant to go back to it and never did.
Oh, I have a question for you. Was there any particular reason why you made that review after that long time? Is it because were you actually like you weren't actually testing it for a year straight, right? Like there must be some reason why.
I must have just picked it back up again and was messing around with different. I have a lot of 3x3s, so I might have just like been messing around with 3x3s, and I was like, I gathered a group that I thought was like interesting, because it's one thing to do. DG made a random cube review generator.
Oh yeah.
That spits out a cube review.
Yeah.
Like those
like sentences.
Yeah.
Like it's the same sentence, just with like
a couple of years
information plugged in.
Yeah.
So a lot of reviews are like that, and I always thought like that was the reason why reviews are bad. Like because it can give you information, but it's not entertainment. So like why would you do them other than just for pure information? And to be honest, there's not much that big of a market for people saying, I need a cube. What should I get? Most of the cubing community is proficient in that knowledge. Like they know that stuff already, so they don't need to go watch a video for it.
Yeah.
Like the only thing you're giving there is your opinion. So like I might have been like trying a bunch of cubes and saying, what's a cube that I can say something really interesting about? And the 357 just stood out to me because I can mention something about the mechanism and how that worked and how it was adapted in later puzzles. And like that's the stuff that makes a review good, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was always very proud of that video. If you've never seen it,
I
go back
haven't,
and watch it.
I haven't seen it, but I heard you talk about it on the podcast. Maybe I'll go watch it.
Yes.
I'll leave a link in the show notes for everybody listening.
Yeah, it's a style. It's a voiceover style, 100% scripted, with clips, and then like I made use of some text as well, and like I don't know. I was trying to mash up a few styles, and I really like it, but I just for whatever reason never went back to it, and I really think I should. But I just never.
My method or ideology for reviews, only for me, not for anybody else. Like how I want to do reviews, my own way is, I never want to review a cube that's, like okay or iffy, or some people want it, some people don't. Because like once you start reviewing those cubes, like you review 25 different 3x3s that are okay, like not amazing and not terrible, like you could, an average cuber could use as their main. Like I feel like all 25 of those videos are just going to be like exactly, like for me at least, it's going to be exactly the same, because I'm not the type, like I cannot delve into the depths of the feeling of the cube and its corner cutting and like analytically approach it and like give every single it's like I'm gonna forget something, and I just want to, like, I can't like describe the cube that proficiently every single time, because I don't really want to. Like I know there are people who are better than me at that and who do it more naturally, and I'm much more inclined to do a review that's either something really bad, because that's fun to trash on something that's really obviously terrible. Like my You Should Red review, like You Should Red I got was terrible. It was so fun to make. And my GAN 356 V2, that's the worst 3x3 like ever. Like in the past 4 years or something, like since I've been cubing, it's the worst 3x3 ever. And like I literally made a song out of it. It wasn't even a review.
Remember that.
This cube sucks. But like but I'll only review a cube basically if it's on both sides of the extreme. I know that sounds picky, but like that just like I can't do a review. I can do one review of a mediocre cube, but I can't do 10 more.
I totally understand what you mean. Like, because since I don't do reviews that often and I personally don't like it that much, like what makes me like it, I guess, a bit more is that I will only do the interesting ones. Like if someone asks me to review something, often I'll just tell them my opinion on it as a reply to their comment, rather than actually like do the review. Like if someone asked me to review, what do I have? Oh, I think some people wanted me to review the Aosu GTS, and I didn't do it because I just thought the Wu Trui was the best, and there's like not really any point, at least in my opinion, because I didn't think it was better than the Wu Trui in any way. But like I also reviewed the Valk Power, even though I hate it, because it's interesting that I really hate it, because it's supposed to be really good. So yeah, things like that, like anything that's unexpected or really good, those are the ones that I'll actually do.
Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't really, generally I don't end up getting cubes that I dislike. That's pretty rare for me, because like usually I do a lot of research before I get a cube. But like, so I think for a while I haven't made reviews just because they've all been the same thing. Like it turns well, corner cutting's great, it's my new main.
Yeah. Especially if it's a 3x3.
Yeah. Like what else is there?
I don't know how people like Jesse and Crazy Bad Cuber do it. Like they just I mean, I don't watch Crazy Bad Cuber that much, but I know Jesse cranks out reviews like nobody's business. Like I don't know how he does it, but I feel like you have to have like a specific like type of mind that just can do that. I can like crank out a review after review and not really necessarily get tired of saying very similar things, or in some cases the exact same thing about like 3x3.
It's buttery.
Yeah, it's buttery. It's smooth. Yeah. It has screws. It turns.
It's fast.
Yeah.
I feel like the evolution of adjectives is pretty interesting. Like
you would like this. My junior year, I'm in an IB program, International Baccalaureate. It's
yeah, I was in IB as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So for my FOA junior year, I talked about cubing descriptors and like the evolution of like describing words.
Oh, so you're like the expert on this.
I guess
is
you
your
could say
knowledge
that.
outdated?
Well, this is really interesting. If you analyze like the word usage, you can tell that like the way that the use of descriptors is to describe an abstract idea, like the way something feels or sounds or something like that. And we don't have a word to particularly describe that because it's a niche thing. We're talking about how a plastic toy sounds. Like there are no English words to describe that. So instead we assign an English word to that. And that's why I call them descriptors. Because if you look up the actual definitions, like they don't match. Like how are you describing a plastic toy as crunchy? That's a food description. You don't actually bite into it and it's not crunchy, right? So that's why it's interesting.
It falls to pieces when you turn it. That's what crunchy can be.
Right. So it's interesting when you're analyzing this sort of stuff. I've always wanted to do a video on this too. Like this goes back to big ideas. I'm the big ideas man who doesn't follow through. But because of this idea, and this is the most interesting thing I learned, you can find that one puzzle can be described with two descriptors that have English definitions that contradict each other. Because the English definitions are not being used, it's just their assigned meaning for the cube.
Do you have an example?
So they can work together with a cube, but they can't work together with something else. Bumpy and smooth are often used together on a cube.
Old plastic ion, 2x2.
And those are English. Like I can think of cubes that are bumpy and smooth. Like I can in my head picture what that would feel like.
Yeah, same.
But bumpy and smooth are.
And it does sort of make sense depending on what exactly you're describing. Which part of it is smooth.
Yeah.
And they're antonyms in English. Another good example. I can actually let me pull up my video. I have a video where I like cited specific examples for this. This is my favorite example. They're really funny. So there was a Laser Monkey video, Philip Lewicki, and he was reviewing DNM 37, and he described it both as very gummy and having a no lube feel. That's the words he used. And I paused the video and I was like, this is a lubricant review, and you just described it as a no lube. So I want to bring it up because like I'm not doing it justice right now, but it's super funny. And it just goes to show you that these are like abstract ideas and we're just assigning random words to them. It's really interesting concept. Maybe I'll make a video on it.
You should.
Yeah,
but
I think I had one video where like I reference how a lot of these have to do with peanut butter.
Yeah. I saw that. That was really like all the adjectives we use to describe cubes all derive from ways of describing peanut butter.
I got a PB, a peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
It's
so.
Like. Oh, sorry. No, go on.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to be real quick. So my presentation was called How Connectivity Through Media Within a Community Influences the Use of Language. So cubing was an example for this because the cubing community is connected through like the online media, mostly like YouTube, forums, stuff like that. And so as a result, we've developed community-specific jargon, like which like these cube descriptors. Go ahead, Derpy, let me find the video.
Oh, I actually, because I play piano and I listen to a lot of various music styles, a lot of instrumental music especially, but like cubing obviously isn't the only thing that we use not very accurate adjectives to describe, but like just because they're not accurate doesn't mean, or just because they're not literally accurate doesn't mean the person you're telling them to doesn't understand what you're trying to say. Like if I describe a song as fluid, and it's like no it's not fluid. It is not. The particles of the song are not in a fluid state. Like no, they're not liquid. Right. but it's the best way we got. Like we don't have a language so efficient that we can convey such complicated things such as music and like a plastic toy. Like those don't sound complicated, but at their very core, they really are compared to words. Like
because they're so specific.
Yeah, words are either too general or too specific, or just like So we don't have a language that's that efficient that can describe, a Rubik's Cube perfectly. Like, we have to resort to peanut butter adjectives.
Wait, what if we didn't resort to peanut butter adjectives and we just made up our own words like every single time? Like anytime you enter any new community, you'd have to learn all the new words and nothing would make sense the first time.
Yeah, like a non-Cuber parent like listens to his kid talking over Skype to a Cuber friend. Just like, I think my kid's in a cult. they're saying like these gibberish words.
Another idea I had is to make a cubing terms dictionary with that kind of stuff and like standardized definitions for them. But that would be too much work and not enough usefulness.
Big idea.
Posted a video. I posted an unlisted video with my thing. So I started laughing because I remembered the DNM 37 video. This is a direct quote. Hold on, let me make sure I got it. He says, less watery, more gummy, but it's not gummy at all.
Yeah. I feel like that's...
I just love that, man. But it's gummy, but not gummy at all. And then he says, no lube feeling. And I'm sorry, Philip, if you're watching this, I'm not making fun of you. I just, like... It's so interesting, the idea of like the undescribable in the cubing community. Like it really is undescribable, and we're trying to express that idea in English. Yeah. Like
I feel like it's not at all Philip's fault in the slightest. It's English's fault, or not even English, just language.
Yeah,
just like how we communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next one is a JR Cuber video where he uses smooth and bumpy. Then DG's Diane 2x2 review, smooth and bumpy. And then there's a Speed Cube review video where he calls a cube. What?
Wait.
That's how J-Perm grew so fast.
That was the question we were answering.
Yeah, I was like, are we gonna segue into underscore Cuber?
Yeah, I think we should continue with the Q&A.
We have a couple.
Then
there was the last one was a Speed Cube review video where he called a cube unstable. He called the cube stable yet flexible.
Whoa!
So those are 4 examples, and you could probably keep finding a bunch of them. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So for the next 4, we're doing a quick speed round. So we're gonna answer in a few words. First one, underscore Cuber. Do you think that there's a certain point where a world record will be unbeatable? Derpy, go.
Yes, and I think the first event will be FMC.
Okay, NA Turtle 2024. Do you guys ever call each other by YouTube nicknames in public? Like you say it so much, it just becomes Norval. Adam, go. Yes, I call DG and Derpy in real life. Okay.
Same.
Bazinoff. Yeah. Do you prefer Canadian comps or USA comps? The only person here who's been to both is Dylan.
Now that I think about it, I've only been to one US comp, and they're pretty much exactly the same.
There you go.
Nice.
Why wouldn't they be?
Wow.
So, Cube Tubby. What is the dumbest thing an adult ever said to you about a Rubik's Cube? DG, go.
One time an adult said that Rubik's Cubes used to have stickers so you could peel them off.
Okay, I just want to add, Cube Tubby, Hall of Fame nominee.
I feel like. Hold on. Can I make a story about how his name came to be?
Yeah.
So he was a poor young lad who was at he had just turned 13. It was his 13th birthday, and he had just gotten his first computer. He was so ecstatic to finally get a YouTube channel according to the rules of YouTube. And so he wanted to make his username CubeTuber, But upon entering the last character for his name, his mom walked in and startled him, so his finger slipped and hit the E key, and then his right hand slipped and hit the Enter key. So YouTube was like, okay, this is your username now.
Cube W.
I
love it. Definitely Hall of Fame. Definitely Hall of Fame. Okay, I would just like to add that a substitute teacher once told me to put my play toys away. I'm pretty sure I said that story already, but that was
referring
fun.
to Rubik's Cubes, by the way.
Referring to Rubik's Cubes. Yeah.
Not like Duplo Lego set.
Okay.
Just have it like all over the ground and on multiple desks.
They're like going over like calculus and like all these different like advanced math terms, and you're like on the ground playing in a sandbox. Like in the middle of the classroom. Yeah. Just manages to get a sandbox in the classroom.
Okay, so that's it for our Q&A. Our next episode will be with Sam. Originally, we planned to have Sam come on for the first episode before Dylan, but he had to reschedule. So as a result, we do not need questions anymore. So instead, I'm going to ask you to leave your opinion on the next segment down below after we do it. We're trying something new today. Usually we don't do new segments, but I got this idea and I wanted to try it out, and DG is nice enough to allow me to replace this with Cubing in the News. So we have a really good article for next time, so look forward to that. However, today we're going to be trying out Cubing Taboo. So, does everybody know how to play Taboo, first of all?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Okay. So, Taboo works like this. Everybody will write down a cubing term that their partner has to guess. Here's an example. Oolong V1. Okay. So, if I'm writing down the Oolong V1 card, at the top I would write Oolong V1, because that's what the other person has to guess. And then I write 3 words below it that the person cannot use to describe the Oolong V1. So I would write discontinued.
I know this game.
I would write discontinued, MoU, and smooth.
Okay.
So, if somebody selects that card, we're going to roll a die.
Okay.
If somebody selects that card, and Derpy and I are partners, for example, and Derpy gets Oolong V1, and he says, this is a company, not Chi, the other major company, produced this puzzle. There's a second version of it. This is the first version. And then I have to guess Oolong V1.
Can we make it 5 words? If we make it 5 words, that would be more fun, I think.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Because MoU Oolong V1, like, if the 3 words you said were discontinued, MoU, and what was the other one?
Discontinued, MoU, and smooth.
Smooth. So, like, I could be like, Felix 5.33 DNF. And there.
Yeah.
I did in 3 words.
Right, you have to get
5.44.
That could be corner twists.
Yeah, I was thinking of corner twist. The first thing I would think is Oolong V1.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to give this a try. Right. We're going to do partners. So, I got a die here.
Ooh.
I'm going to roll it for myself.
Adam, just to let you know, you're the only person with a name that doesn't start with the letter D, so you're the outcast here.
Okay, Dylan, choose even or odd.
Even.
It's an even, so it's Dylan and I on team 1, and then DG and Derpy on team 2.
Ooh.
So, the way this is going to work is that the viewer, we need dramatic irony, so meaning the viewer needs to know what we're talking about. So, the person who's going and can't know the hints will take off their headphones, and then we'll read out the whole card to them. So, everybody, let me describe it like this. Okay, so everybody's going to write a card, but you're not going to know if somebody on your team is going to pick it or somebody else is going to pick it. So they're all going to be difficult.
Okay.
So then, let's say I go first. I roll a random number. I get a card that I wrote, for example. And then I have to follow my own rules. So that gives a little bit of strategy to it. You may want to add in a loophole that nobody else would think about, stuff like that.
Okay.
Then, so if it's my turn, I draw a card, I get one. Dylan would take off his headphones. I would read the card to everybody and the audience. Then we'd go, okay, he'd put his headphones back in, and then I would say, give us 10 or 20 seconds, and somebody from the other team would time it. And we'd have 10 to 20 seconds to get it.
Okay.
And then it's a point system. Whoever wins, wins.
Okay.
And we go through one round to save time.
Okay. My only question is, if you pick the card, or if your teammate picks the card that you wrote, then you would know it, right? Like, is that allowed to happen?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if teams go against each other, then that would make more sense, in my opinion.
So, like, we write cards for you and you write cards for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
Yeah,
I
let's
mean.
do that.
Or,
yeah, that's
or,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So we're all clear on this?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
cubing terms, or can we have people as well?
Anybody. Anything, anybody, a
Anything
place, whatever.
cubing related.
Cubing related.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm probably going to leave that whole thing in. I know that sounded like we were trying to figure it out because we are trying to figure it out. But let us know down below ways we can improve. If you like this, if you want us to do it again. We're just trying it out. Maybe in the future we'll do like more competitive, more rounds. But this is just a trial run this time.
Okay.
We're trying to switch things up.
Okay. So first we all need to write. How many cards are we all writing? Because
everybody writes one card.
Okay.
Type it up, please.
Okay.
Type it up.
Okay.
So we can send it to each other.
5 words that can't be used?
Five words that you can't use. So like underline the word they have to guess on top, and then 5 words they can't use. And if it's like a verb, you can't just change the verb. You can't make something plural. Like it's all of those versions of that word. Another rule, you have to explain it in the context of cubing.
Okay.
So I do this in my class for like vocabulary, and it's sort of a free-for-all, but you're not supposed to, for example, for the word, I'm trying to think of an example, for any word, you're not supposed to say, oh, sounds like this, or
okay.
there's this word in it, or it rhymes with this.
Okay.
You can't do that. You have to do it through the context of cubing.
Okay, sounds good.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I have mine.
So I'm going to look at it for 10 seconds, and then I have 10 seconds to say my statement, and you have to guess it.
Oh
so
my.
within those 10 seconds, it's okay if you don't guess it right away. I have to stop talking after 10 seconds, and then if you can get it, you can get it.
Okay.
Okay, so I gave Adam
Yeah.
Mark Boyanowski, and he can't use the words multi-blind, world record, North American record, 43, and blindfolded. Okay, Adam, ready?
Yeah. Your timing, DG. Go ahead.
Your
Wait,
time starts now. All right, 10 seconds, go.
This is a famous cuber who puts a cloth over his eyes and is able to match all of the colors.
Stop.
Wait, how many guesses do I
Wow.
You get one. I tried my best. I don't know.
get? Jake Klassen?
No.
That's like, I feel like one guess is not enough. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, you want to give 3 guesses then?
Okay, how about you get you get 3 points if you get first try, 2 if you get second try, 1 if you get third try. How's that?
All right.
All right.
okay.
Okay, so you get a second chance.
Oh, Cajun Lin?
No.
No.
Final
Man.
chance.
Moscow.
Nah.
No. Mark Boyanowski.
That's my fault because I don't know who that is.
Adam.
Is there, okay,
Adam.
was there anything specific about him that could have been said?
He has multi-blind world record.
Well, but you can't say. So I told him he can't use multi-blind, world record, North American record, 43, or blindfolded, because he just got a 43 out of 44. So I wouldn't want to let him say that.
I was aware that record was broken, but I forgot who it was by.
Oh, okay.
Didn't it just happen like twice in a row?
What?
You could say-
Did the record just get broken twice?
No, it was only
No.
broken once.
Was one of them a joke and I
tried.
just didn't know?
Yeah. People were saying Shivam broke it, but he didn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you know
if
what
I
would
knew
say?
if I knew who that was, I might have been able to say something more.
Derpy, what would you say?
I would say, this American man tried to solve 44 Rubik's cubes blindfolded, but could not solve one.
You can't say blindfolded.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's you can't say blindfolded with a cloth on his eyes.
This American man tried to solve 44 cubes without looking, but solved one less than he tried to, or something like that.
So
Derpy, take off your headphones. Okay. They're supposed to guess Red Bull, and he can't use championship, Rubik, partner, competition, or Dana Yee.
Alright, I am back. Alright, Adam, you gotta time me.
Okay. The word at the top is what you have to guess, and the 5 words under that you can't use.
Okay.
Your time starts now. Context of cubing, remember.
Uh-huh.
10 seconds.
This company is having a contest for the cube that many cubers do not support.
10 seconds.
And, okay.
3 guesses.
3. Okay, Diane.
No.
V cube.
No.
I feel like I'm close. Chi?
Answer Red Bull.
I feel like you didn't listen to the clue.
Well, I thought
It's tougher.
I thought it was like a giveaway or something like that.
Yeah, it seemed
Oh.
obvious on our end that contest meant competition, but now that I
Yeah.
think about it, that's actually really hard.
Yeah, that's true,
Yeah.
actually. Contest does sound... Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it was Red Bull.
This game is much harder than it seems.
Yeah, wow.
What were
okay,
the
so
what were the taboo words?
I couldn't say
The
championship, Rubik, partner, competition, and Dana Yee.
You could have used the Wire twins.
Oh, that's true. I was trying to think of who else was there, but it wasn't coming to me. I forgot about them.
Okay. Do I give Dylan my thing?
Yeah. So,
Yes,
So
but-
now Dylan and Adam have to take their headphones off, and you say your word and the 5 words they can't say to me.
Okay.
Okay. But I message it to Dylan, right?
You're gonna message it to, to Dylan. But you have to say it out loud right now.
Yeah. Okay. So the term or person is Matt's Volk, and the words that you cannot say are world record, VLS, Netherlands/Dutch, or anything else having to do or give away that he's from there. 3x3 and 4.74.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
All right.
Wait. So I'm the one giving clues, right?
Yes. Do you want me to time? Because I already have my timer ready.
Wait, where do I find these?
Derpy, where are you sending it to?
Oh, I'm about to send them right now.
Okay, wait. I'll tell you when to start timing.
Okay.
Okay, you can start now.
10 seconds. Go.
Has his own so he's a cuber. He has his own own method for
Time's up.
skipping OLL.
Ready?
Wow, you
Ready?
narrowed it down.
Watch me finesse this. Watch me finesse this. Lars Petrus.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh boy.
Huber has his own method. I'm trying to think
Yeah,
of
but
Huber.
like,
Jessica Friedrich.
Wait. His own
No.
method.
Oh.
Oh my god.
wow, good job.
That was a waste.
Redo. No, I'm just kidding.
Fine.
2 more shots. You can do it.
Oh no. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like methods. How about like Vandenberg?
No.
Do I get one more?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you brain farted.
That's his own method.
Is it a girl?
As his own method. Technically TTLL, Chris Olsen.
No.
Wait, that's Chris Tran.
Wait, yeah.
Wait, no.
Okay, but it's not either of them.
What-
So
Yeah, no, it's neither of them anyway.
Who is it?
it's Matt's Volk
That's
for skipping OLL.
Because he has his own method for the last slot, which
Yeah,
Dylan
VLS.
didn't get to say probably.
Yeah.
I couldn't say VLS, so I assumed I couldn't say last slot either because that's kind of getting around it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well,
right,
yeah,
it's
but like,
abbreviation for
But
that.
I think it would have worked if I said Alexet instead of method.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have.
yeah.
my lack of knowledge for that like speed cubing stuff might have like hurt me there, but like I know like winter variation, I know VLS is Volk, so like I may have been able to get it.
Yeah. I feel like
I would have guessed Chris Olsen because of Magic Wonderful.
Like,
I know he made a video.
If you said he's gotten like good solves or something like that without saying 3x3 or 4.74, like that could have helped too.
If you said 5.55, I would have gotten that.
I forgot about that.
I thought of that after the 10 seconds. I was trying to think of one other solve he did, and I couldn't think of what the time was.
Oh yeah, that would have been good. That would have gotten it.
Yeah.
All right, I assume we have one more, right?
Yeah,
Dylan, you're sending it to Derpy?
Oh, yeah, by the way, Adam, the taboo words were world record VLS, Netherlands/Dutch, or anything else revealing that he's from there, 3x3, and 4.74.
This is a hard game.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think for next time we should give more time for brainstorming, maybe like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
We're going to go with still 10 right now.
Yeah.
We'll see. Derpy, if you get this, you guys win.
Ooh, let's do this. Let's do this.
But if you don't,
All right,
lose.
Derpy, we have to both take our headphones off now.
All right.
All right, go for it.
All right, so the word is... Oh my god, Derpy's being so distracting. So the word is stickers, and the taboos are color, peel, side, face, and different. Wait, am I allowed to have side and face be the same thing?
Side and face be the same thing?
Yeah, like side.
I mean, if
face.
you want,
because I don't know, they kind of mean the same thing, or have them as different words. Yeah, I have them as.
You
different
got it.
right now.
You either have to have them as different words or choose one and do another one, whichever one you prefer.
All right, so color, peel, side, face, and different.
That's really good. If you make it like vague like that, it'll be almost impossible. That's good. That's a good choice. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it.
Oh no.
You're not gonna get it.
Okay, wait. Derpy,
it's too good.
All right, so I'm about to send it to you, Daniel.
Okay, wait. Somebody
actually, I actually feel weird calling you Daniel because everyone's calling you Derpy, so I'll just call you Derpy.
No, it's weird. Like, he became Derpy because there were two Daniels in the group. So like,
yeah, like
okay,
when I'm feeling like I'm talking to DG.
I call neither of them Daniel, which is funny.
Yeah. And like I call him Derpy, even though like I wouldn't get confused if I called him Daniel.
Wait, DV, start the time. Start the time. I kind of already saw it from my phone.
Oh, okay. Time started. I got it.
Oh.
10 seconds. When you start talking, I'll go.
Explain.
Go.
Okay. So, vinyl, square, apply, sticky, like on the I can't say that.
Stop.
You already know.
Disqualify. You can't.
Ooh.
All right.
I mean, I guess I can't say anything, but I think first thing I thought was the cubicle.
Let's see if you get it first.
I would have said the cubicle.
The cubicle?
But now that I heard that sticky is illegal, I would probably say stickers.
No. Sticky isn't illegal. I said no. I was about to say. Oh, okay, but no. I'm pretty sure everything I said was fine.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wait, really?
You can't say sticky.
Why not?
It's a different form of sticker. It has it in the word. You can't do that.
I didn't realize that.
This is a close ruling. Maybe I should just make another one.
Make another one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
For the future, you can't use a word. I sort of gave it away because
If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have even known, you know. But like at the same time, I probably would have thought like it probably wouldn't be.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll try to
I'm
refrain from reacting, but you shouldn't use a word with the word in it.
Yeah.
Even if it's technically an adjective.
Yeah.
I didn't even put the two together. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I understand because
imagine
when you're thinking on the spot, you just whatever you say comes out. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Imagine I'm just like, it's a contest run by Red Bull.
Right. No.
You never said I couldn't say that word.
Alright, so Dylan, do you have something else?
I'm coming up with it right now.
Okay.
Alright. So we'll go for a few minutes. Yeah, I just got like over emotional about it. For a second.
I think you shouldn't try to enforce rules until it's over, and then maybe after like have a ruling on what just happened.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
We're learning here. We're trying something
First time
new.
we're playing this, but I think we should do this
Yeah.
in the future for sure. It's
fun, right?
enjoyable, Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You know what? We should combine all of the competition-based ones into one podcast where it's just competition style. So like trivia, who got what time or whatever that thing is called, and this.
We should narrow it down to like objects, people, puzzles, or like non-puzzle cubing objects, puzzles, and people.
I like it. Okay, if you'd like to see a game show style with these things, let us know.
That would be fun.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Okay, Dylan, tell me when you message it if you've come up with it already.
Okay.
So that I can tell DG to start the time.
Adam's starting the timer though, right? Adam.
Yeah, I'm starting the timer.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know what's funny about that? In my English class is a joke. We play this vocab taboo, and the winners get an extra credit point on their vocab.
Whoa.
And everybody takes it super seriously. You can't make hand gestures. And so if somebody makes hand gestures up there by mistake, the other team will start yelling and pointing it out like, hand gestures, hand gestures. So I've been the last time I made fun of people who do this because it's one extra credit point.
Yeah.
So when somebody does it, I go like sarcastically, I go crazy about it to like make fun of the people who like point it out.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
That's funny.
And then I'm becoming one of these people.
Dylan,
It's
are you
just a
ready?
fun game. Like I'm
almost
starting
done.
I really
Wait,
like this
I
game.
got the 5 words. I just want to make sure there's no loopholes here.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna take my headphones off though. Derpy, you need to as well.
Yeah.
All right. I have logo sticker or logo and blindfolded, center, cube, sticker, and transparent.
What was the last one you cut out?
Transparent.
Transparent. I'm trying to think of synonyms to logo. If I were to say it, I would talk about brands.
Okay. How about name? Because I was thinking you could just say company. That's the first one I thought of. So if I just put name on here, they can't say company name or brand name. And if you just say company or brand, it would be. Oh, and I also restricted the word cube. I don't know if that's allowed. It's probably allowed, right?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, so
okay, I would put actually like company.
company. Okay.
I think maybe I don't know. Up to you. You choose.
Yeah,
Tell me the words
I
again.
I don't think he would come up with the word brand. I don't know. Maybe depends what you guys. All right, so
He's making faces at me.
so blindfolded, center, cube, sticker, company.
Oh, maybe stop that. Stop. Maybe illegal. What do you have is fine. Why don't we send that?
Yeah, I
And-
said blindfold instead of illegal. Do you think illegal is better? I might change it.
No, stick with blindfold.
Yeah, because illegal has not allowed, or disqualified, or something like that.
Yeah, and you would have to use more words to describe blindfolded without saying blindfolded. So that's a better strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like what I said before with cloth over eyes while trying to solve.
Actually, I
and
think
then
if you try
can't
to
say
describe
cube.
it as illegal and blindfolded, there are a lot of things illegal and blindfolded. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. It's good. All right.
All right, I'm gonna send it
so
to him
say
now.
it one more time for the camera,
Oh, yeah,
and then
So the word is logo, and the taboo words are blindfolded, center, cube, sticker, and company.
That took a long time.
we were discussing strategy.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
So let me know when you send it off. As soon as you hit send, I'll start the 10 seconds. Derpy, be
okay.
prepared. Have it opened. Yeah.
Are you ready, Derby?
Yeah.
Okay, sent.
Ah.
9, 10. You have to go.
Go.
But it's when I first talk. That's the thing. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but that's a loophole
Yeah.
for you're supposed to only take around 10
Yeah,
seconds to
just
think
go.
about
Just
it.
go.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. So, this is a picture that is at the center of a 3x3, but it's optional and it's not allowed for a non-sighted event?
Logo.
Was that
that's
legit?
correct, but nice try. You said center.
Oh,
No, I said middle. I said middle.
Really? I thought you said center.
Did he say middle?
I deliberately said middle.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You know what? That might be my bad. But then, yeah, you got it.
Oh, it's okay. Well, we'll have to go back to the audio recording and see if it's legit.
Yeah.
But for now,
Okay.
we don't have time for that.
Yes.
So we're gonna go with legit.
All right.
Even though Derpy took 15 or 20 seconds, it's all good.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
You can add 2 seconds to my time.
That was Derpy. That was
plus
beautiful. Good job.
No,
Good job.
You
Really?
actually,
Thank
you actually
you.
did a good job. Even if you said center by accident, like you knew there was middle, so like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So 3 points, 3-0. Derpy and DG win this round.
Yes.
And we'll try again and some other podcasts. We'll see if we can improve this series. But let us know what you think down below. Anyway, that's about it for this one. Favorite part of the segment. It's time to announce our next guest. Can I get a drum roll, please? Sam Schultz is back for part 2. I believe I mentioned this before, and you've posted already your comments, your questions on, I think not last podcast and on Instagram. So we have plenty of questions for Sam. And yeah, anyway, that's about it for this one. Big thank you to Dylan for coming on the podcast. If you haven't already, I'm sure you have, but check out his channel, Perm, link down below. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below, and that would be much appreciated. Like, share this video, and follow us on social media in order to be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Okay, bye.